hasn't seen the sunny shores. I've traveled miles away just to go a little more. I've met so many faces, but when I met yours, I knew I wanna hold on to you. I woke up to the sun and fell asleep to the sound of rain. I've seen the snow fall down and melt within the same day. Seen all the oceans rise and ebb and flow away. Through all this change I'm going through, forever looks good on you.
We're gathered here today in the sight of God and in the presence of friends and family. We're here to recognize the power of love and add our blessings to the words that will soon unite this awesome couple. It's with sacred reverence, though, that I ask your intent. So, Chad, do you take Rachel to be your wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance and holy matrimony? Do you promise to love her and comfort her, to honor and to keep her in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, remain faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Rachel, do you take Chad to be your wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in holy matrimony? Do you promise to love him and comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, remain faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
You guys go through life together, trusting each other, putting your faith in the Lord, you'll be able to go at the end with no regrets. Right? Yesterday, when we were at the rehearsal dinner, I thought like a beautiful, I think Adam said some beautiful things, or maybe you said some beautiful words about your parents. And then Adam got choked up talking about Grammy and Pop. Right? What a beautiful example of a life spent together, full of ups and downs and difficulties and amazing things. But right now, I can promise you, as we're standing here, that Grammy and Pop are above, shouting no regrets, right? Probably with some tears running down their eyes, watching this beautiful matrimony.
Forever looks good on you.
I, Chad, take you, Rachel.
I, Chad, take you, Rachel,
to be my wife.
to be my wife,
To have and to hold.
to have and to hold
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better, for worse.
for better, for worse,
For richer, for poor.
for richer, for poor,
In sickness and in health.
sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish,
Until death do us part.
till death do us part.
As God is my witness,
God is my witness.
I give you my promise.
I give you my promise.
Likewise, Rachel, repeat this vow to Chad after me. I, Rachel, take you, Chad,
I, Rachel, take you, Chad,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward.
from this day forward,
For better, for worse.
for better or worse,
For richer, for poor.
for richer or poor,
In sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health,
To love and to cherish.
to love and to cherish,
Until death do us part.
until death do us part.
As God is my witness,
As God is my witness,
I give you my promise.
I give you my promise.
It says this: love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It's not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Having this kind of love in your hearts, you have chosen to exchange rings as a symbol of that love. The rings are small in size, but grand and simple. That ring is made of a precious metal. It reminds us that love's not cheap or common, right? It's made in the shape of a circle. It reminds us that there's no beginning, but more importantly, there's no end. So as you wear these rings, may they remind you constantly of the promises that you're making to each other in front of your family and your friends today. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow,
and with all that I am
and with all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
Rachel, you take your ring, place it upon Chad's hand, and repeat this promise. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my vow,
as a symbol of my vow.
and with all that I am
With all that I am
and all that I have,
and all that I have,
I honor you.
I honor you.
Chad and Rachel, having proclaimed your love for and commitment to one another in the sight of the Lord and of all these witnesses, it is my pleasure, by the power vested in me, to pronounce you husband and wife. Chad, you may now kiss your bride. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege and honor for the very first time to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Chad Gordon.
I wanna be with you. I wanna
Rachel, she sells, she makes a lot of money selling clouds these days. But a long time ago, she had a display aisle at Lowe's. So she started from the bottom and now she's here. So, mad respect.
We met freshman year of high school and we quickly became best friends. We danced on the drill team together and always hung out on the weekends. Even though we went to different colleges, we saw each other often. It's been a beautiful friendship that has grown and evolved over the years.
Rachel is beautiful. Does anybody else see how beautiful she looks tonight? Does she not look amazing, by the way? I mean, that's the first thing I told Chad. I said, wow, she looks beautiful. Couldn't believe it. She's charming, she's smart, she's driven, and has the patience of a saint. Waiting for Chad to come down from his mountain, literally. The day that Chad confessed to Rachel, we knew we had finally realized what we've all known, and that Rachel is his home.
And ladies and gentlemen, Rachel and Chad Gordon.
So, I first met Chabs when Rachel brought him as her date to a friend's wedding, and he fit right in, and I knew they were a great match from the start. He's the yin to her yang, the calm to her storm. He's always patient and trying to bring her down a level or two. After a 3-year detour to the mountains, some will say it was fate, or I like to think that Grammy intervened. And Chabs returned, ready to commit to the love of his life. And here we are today, celebrating their love.
Chad is one of the most amazing humans I know, and is always there for you no matter what. 3 years ago, when Chad moved to the mountains, to be one with nature, I was pretty upset. But my wife assured me that he will eventually come back. And to tell you the truth, I had my doubts. He looked pretty happy up in the mountains. Chad was really enjoying his time and would always send us pictures and videos of the most beautiful scenery.
They are different people. They really are different people, but it's okay. You know, they have shared spaces. So where Rachel is extroverted and loves the hustle and bustle of the city, Chad loves, you know, the majesty and quiet of nature.
Chad, wouldn't it be funny if you told or confessed your love to Rachel and that you wanted to get married like right before she left for her big trip? Chad, oh, no, I would never do that. Not in a million years. That's not the right way to do it. I'm going to do it the right way when we have time. We're to sit down. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, right? Fast forward to the next day. Chad gets home from having coffee. He goes, well, cat's out of the bag. I told her. And my wife goes, Chad, what the heck happened to taking your time and doing all that? He goes, yeah, it just came out. I couldn't help it.
Finding a partner isn't always so easy. For some people, they're like born on easy street. They meet someone in high school and they're like, yep, this works, let's do it, and it's awesome and great for them. That's not everybody's story. Some people, you know, it's like a 5,000 piece jigsaw puzzle of the ocean, and they all look the same, and you're like, I don't know. Two shapes of the same sizes won't fit. But that's what's so great about Rachel and Chad is because they're different. There's, of all the possible combinations in that jigsaw puzzle, there's two pieces that will just perfectly fit. There's that space that Chad creates that lets Rachel be Rachel, and he loves her for that. And I love Chad for that. And she loves him for that. So, it's such a blessing, and I'm so happy for you both. She really is a great friend to all of her people. She's hosted your dinner parties. She's hosted your birthday parties. She's hosted your showers. She's been a bridesmaid in more weddings than most people have ever been to by far. But tonight is her night, okay? It's Rachel's big night.
Rachel has always had a taste for the finer things in life. She's a foodie who loves expensive wine, and she has a palate that I can't even begin to understand or even pronounce most of the time. In high school, while the rest of us were drinking whatever we could get our hands on, Rachel would bring her personal cooler filled with her 6-pack of Smirnoff Ice. When she ran out, she knew it was time to go home. Not much has changed after all these years. She still brings her own expensive wine to events, and she leaves by 9 p.m.
So here we are, celebrating the day Chad finally came to his senses. So let's raise our glasses to Chad and Rachel. May your life together be as adventurous as Chad's mountains escapades, and as organized and beautiful as the life you build together. To love, laughter, and happily ever after. Congratulations, Chad.
I wasn't worrying about the cost of this wedding, and I wasn't worrying about having a disco dance. I was having a hot flash of love for my daughter, who I'm so very happy. I won't stay long, but I also want to acknowledge my wife, who we will be married 49 years on January 6th, and that's Lisa, my beautiful wife. Thank you very much. Let's have a great time tonight, and let's get your disco moves on.